Los Angeles Rams have a pretty good defense as well.
They
got
do.
a guy leading the charge. Your number 6 quarterback is?
Oh, Matthew Stafford, the old gunslinger himself. That's right. There he is, the man, the myth, the legend. A lot like a C.J. Stroud in a lot of ways, just a little more experience, a little more versatility in the throws, a little bit maybe just because of that experience, knowing where and how to get the ball out of his hands when nobody blocks for him too, like in a C.J. Stroud play like we're talking about. That's the amazing thing about Matthew Stafford. I mean, I say this every year. It's one of the most gifted arms in the history of football. It's a Hall of Fame arm. It's special. It is. Now, he can't move all that well, and that's a problem, and that's probably why he's not ranked a little bit higher. In fact, the guy that we have ranked in front of Stroud and Matthew Stafford is going to be because it was so close, but his movement led me to make him 5 and keep these guys at 6 and 7, right? Yes, Stafford moves a little less than what you would want a quarterback in 2025. That's for sure. But he makes up with it in different ways, okay? And how he does that is he just always knows where to go with the ball, like we talked about with some other quarterbacks in this whole process too, right? A quarterback's got to go to the line of scrimmage with a plan in his head. Like, man, if they caught me by surprise with a blitz and I don't have it picked up, where's my get out of jail throw, right? Where's my fail safe option where if all hell breaks loose, I know I can get the ball here and not take a negative play for the offense. Stafford's always got that. He's incredible for that. So this is a guy that can't really move, but he does an incredible job of not taking unnecessary sacks. And how many plays he makes where you go, oh my gosh, everybody else in football is getting sacked here, except like he's getting hit. There's a guy running a curl route 25 yards down the field. He's only at 18 yards. He's like literally just still running straight. Stafford's getting hit, and he can like, okay, I know where he's going to put the brakes on. I know where he's going to turn to get the ball. I'm going to throw a floater as I'm getting hit because this guy still got 7 more yards to run straight before he even turns around, to where I'll just float it right in the spot. And when he turns around, the ball's going to just hit him in the face. Do you know how many? You see that every game with Matthew Stafford, let alone the amount of throws, again, where I don't think TV does it justice in throws he makes where you go, that's incredible. He saw that. That's incredible. He got that in that window right there. Whether it's arm strength or throwing it sidearm between his guard and his tackle, or a no-look throw, which Pete is saying in my ear. Exactly. He gets so many throws and yards in the pocket where you go, man, there's nothing there. There's nobody open. Holy crap, he still kind of made it happen with just an unreal type of pass from the pocket, and that's where he's next level. He's a gunslinger. He's aggressive. He's scary. He's a good decision maker. He's tough as hell. He's probably really maybe warrants a higher ranking than this, but the lack of mobility and the fact that, hey, injury prone, I got to take those things into account a little bit too, and that's why he's number 7, but I love watching Matthew Stafford.
Yeah, turned 37 in February, and so getting on the other side of it for sure at the age when a lot of quarterbacks have already been watching for a couple of years now. And so, yeah, and there was a little song and dance in the offseason with him and the Rams. He wanted a little more money, and then they were like, all right, go play for the Giants then. He was like, oh, forget that. I'm back. And he did get a little more money, but
He did. But to your point and what you're saying there, first off, it showed you what the league thought of him. Mm-hmm. This is the second time trades come up with Matthew Stafford, and the league's like, oh shit, we want him. I mean, the first time around, everybody tried to get in on it late to get Matthew Stafford when he went to the Rams, but we know that was kind of a home cooked deal between the Lions and the Rams. Mm-hmm. This time around, I mean, the Giants, the Raiders, the Steelers, they were all in on Matthew Stafford because you turn on the film and you just go, wow. Yeah, they want him more than Aaron Rodgers, right? Yeah. Which is crazy. And, yes, the Rams are damn good as long as he stays healthy, just like we talked about with the team a minute ago, and they start off the season against each other, Rams and Texans. That could be a Super Bowl showdown. They have that capability.
Last thing on him, what do you think about Devontae Adams replacing Cooper Kupp?
I think it's going to be perfect. I think it's an upgrade. I love Cooper Kupp, but, yes, where he's at in his career, I would rather have Devontae Adams right now. Devontae Adams can run by you down the field, and then as we know, know they put great value into route running here in LA. And all these option routes and read the coverage on the run and make the appropriate cut that McVay has in the offense, they're handmade for Devontae Adams. They're going to be a handful to defend between Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams and Kyron Williams at running, and that O-line, which continues to get better. Yeah, Rams are a Super Bowl contender football team, especially with that guy at quarterback.
As Chris has said, if you got a couple bucks burning a hole in your pocket, who knows? Maybe they're
that's
a Super Bowl contending team.
Yo, homies, what's up? Thanks for watching Chris Simms Unbuttoned. And just because the weather's warm, doesn't mean football ain't still on our brains right here.
We are still working, so smash that subscribe button. We got all the training camp news, preseason news, everything up until kickoff night.
Thanks for watching. And again, remember to hit that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.